Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Hey, what's going on, family? This time for No Picks Podcast.
What's good, family? Joe, No Picks Podcast.
All right, so Joe, check this out. Today, I got a weird clip that I came across on World Star. Right? It's all right. I'm gonna just play it, right, and we're gonna react to it. All right, there we go.
A little bit more time.
No, look, you know the deal, and we've done this before, and I think it's a pretty good deal for you. I mean, you don't have to pay anything.
Okay, and what would your wife think?
Who cares what she thinks? Hey, is she here? No, don't worry about her.
I told you that last time was the last time. So.
Okay, well, you don't seem to get it. You're gonna take your clothes off and do what we did before. I mean, we've done it twice already. So we can do it again just like that. Nobody has to know.
I'm just gonna have to tell your wife, Mr. Ross.
Oh, okay. I'll put her out on the street just like I'll put your ass out on the street. Don't worry, I pay her rent too. You know, I pay all her bills. Okay, look, are you you're gonna either do, what do you want me to do? Hey, I'll take you out on a date. Will that help?
No.
Would that make you feel better?
No.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't. No.
Okay, look, you got about 35 minutes to take off your clothes. The bed's right out here, and we're gonna do it.
And on business.
And you know what, later, you won't have to worry about it anymore.
No, I'm not doing it anymore. So
You did it before. What's so hard to do it again?
You're almost the same age as my dad, and it makes me feel gross.
Yo, yeah. So this right now is making its rounds on social media. Yeah. So what's your thoughts on this clip?
Yeah, you're right. It definitely was an interesting clip because, damn. Well, it's all right. So all right. So my initial thought is, man, if I can't pay rent, if I could let homie smash and he let me rock out for the month, I don't know, bro. That might be our deal if I was a shorty. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not even mad at some of the women who do it because I'm like, if I give him something for one night, I got my rent covered for the month. Like I'm like, bro, he ain't gonna tell nobody because you got a whole wife. So I'm not endorsing this, but it seems like a good trade. If I ain't got it, shit. But so that's my initial thought, right? There's a lot to unpack. What was your initial thought on this?
Bro, when I saw this, right, and I saw the comments that he made during the video, he was like, "You already did it twice before. Like what's the problem now?" So she tried to record this, obviously, to try to get the moral high ground. Trying to be like, "Oh well, I'm gonna tell your wife you're a sleazy scumbag landlord and you want to bang me, but you already did it 2 times before." So you are not standing on any moral high ground at all.
Yeah.
Like you already did it before because you didn't have the rent. So if you paid your rent, this wouldn't be an issue. But because you can't pay your rent, this is an issue.
Right.
So you listen, he's married, right? And I assume he has a family, whatever. Even if he doesn't, if it's just his wife. Okay, cool. You're a scumbag for that. But the woman is no better.
Yeah.
You do not have the moral high ground because you're trying to expose him because you already did it before. So if this is the first time and you're trying to like, okay, well, oh no, this is terrible. Like, you know, like this is assault a womankind. Okay, cool. Like you might win some points and be like, okay, cool. You still can't pay your fucking rent, right? But okay, cool, whatever.
Right.
You win some points on the internet. Cool. Maybe he gets, I don't know what happens. I don't know what. I mean, I don't know what could possibly happen to him, right? It's not like he a politician or nothing where you can fucking vote him out. Like this nigga just got property or properties, and this. I don't know what can happen to him. But my point is, you aren't any better than him. Like if we're like rating him on like a morality scale, Y'all motherfuckers at the same level. So I don't know
Yeah.
what you thought this video was gonna do, but it did like the opposite for me anyway. Like I'm sure there are women out there
Yeah.
like, oh, how could you do that? Like, how could you? Okay, she did it before twice and then didn't have no issue.
Right.
Now you trying to go viral and try to post it and get
Right.
him in trouble. But guess what? You still got the same
Right.
problem. What's the problem, Joe?
And how you ain't got rent for 3 months? What the hell is you doing, shorty? After the first month, I've been like, all right, I gotta get a side hustle because I'm not trying to smash bro again. But after the second time, like, you still ain't got the rent? Like, what's really good with you, shorty? Like, are you living above your means?
Right.
Like, do you need to get another job? Like, I don't know what to tell her, right? And I mean, basically, if he's not getting his rent, he probably has to pay his mortgage out of pocket, or, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there are costs that come with that. There are
Exactly.
things that get factored into that rent. So you messing up and slowing up his money because you're broke, your dusty ass ain't got it. So yeah, this is a trip. Yeah, Touch, you try to take the moral high, and you're so right, bro. Like, and I can see some women being like, "Oh well, he's." I don't know if it's exploiting or extorting, but I'm like, no one's forcing her to do
Yeah.
this. Her broke ass ain't got the money. He didn't force her to do it. He gave her an option so that she wouldn't be on the streets. He gave her an
Right.
option. She chose that option.
Yo,
Yeah.
I don't know what she thought this
Nah.
was gonna do. I think she thought like people was gonna listen. I think it would have
Yeah.
worked better if he didn't bring up the previous times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because
Right.
if he didn't bring up the previous times,
Right.
then like you got people being like, "Oh, this guy's just a scumbag." I mean, you still not paying your rent. I mean, you listen.
Yeah.
You still got the same problem. You can't pay your fucking rent. So like, I don't know what you
Right.
thought this video was gonna do. If anything, listen. She probably on a fast track to getting evicted because this nigga like, all right, obviously you were me
Right.
and whatever. But like, where she took a major L was the fact that he was like, we already did it twice before. Like, what's the issue?
Twice.
She was like, oh, you the same age as my dad. Like, you apparently you didn't care. You didn't.
You didn't care about that before, right? You didn't care about that before. You know what I mean? And old head is like, listen, I'm on a honey pack, so listen, I don't care how old I am, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. You mean what? I already took the honey pack before I came out to get the rent. Like, what are you talking about, shorty? Like, come on now. Nah, this is wild, bro. And shorties be down bad. And this is what I'm telling you, bro. We keep hearing. This is why I feel like social media really hypes
It's
things
cat.
up, right? Because you would think that every black chick was making six figures, that every black chick is hanging around and being entertained by high value
Crushing
men.
it.
You would think that all these shorties got businesses, booming businesses with employees, payroll. You would think all of that. And in reality, the average black chick, or just person in general, but the average black shorty is like, they ain't living those lives, bro.
Right.
They grinding, they living paycheck to
Yeah.
paycheck. They trying to make ends meet. Some of them is doing something strange for, like, yeah, I mean, some of them is out there selling out their bodies for that rent. So it's cat. It's all
She was
cat.
like, I'm gonna tell your wife you was old as my dad. Okay. You didn't give a fuck about his wife the two times previously when you couldn't make your rent.
Right.
Right? So let's not
Yeah.
pretend that like you out here taking a hit for the girls. No. You were taking a hit because you couldn't pay your rent.
Right.
You took 2 hits. Right?
Right.
So,
Yeah. Literally.
so stop it. Stop it. You're not out here. You know what? You know women be like, woman to woman. You know, like, no. You ain't that. Like,
Yeah,
that's
right.
not your
Yeah,
that's not what
yeah.
you doing. Like, you just wanted to be you just wanted to live somewhere for free. So stop.
Right.
Like, what do you
Yeah.
think this is gonna do? Like, you think people's gonna rally around you and say,
Yeah.
"Oh no, he sucks." Okay, cool. He could have kicked you.
But you know some of them did.
I'm sure.
You know
I'm
some
sure.
of them did, bro.
I'm sure.
You know
He could
some
have
of them
kicked your
did,
ass out
bro.
3 months ago. You
Yeah.
could have been homeless
Right. And short.
at a soup
Right.
kitchen somewhere. I don't know if you got kids or not, but like, yo, like, I just like it's weird. Like, listen, have you ever been in a situation where somebody recorded you before and you heard it? Like, I don't know if I don't know if you have or not, but
Not to
bro,
my knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, someone was like intentionally recording me, like doing
all right. So
something, or
let's
like,
neither have I have to my knowledge, right? But let's say this. Let's say if you're arguing with your wife, right, and y'all have a contentious relationship, if she records you wouldn't you think the person that records the other person, don't you think they would be the best version of themselves?
Yeah, because you don't want to show the toxic
Right.
behaviors, or
Right.
you don't want to paint yourself in a bad light. So you would
Right.
record, but also make sure you keep
Right.
yourself in check.
That you're asking
Right.
probing questions that you know that will piss you off, but you aren't engaging
Right.
in the issue. Like, right. So you're gonna make
Right.
sure you're clean as a whistle because you're the one recording. You know you're recording. The other person doesn't know you're recording. So you're gonna say.
Right.
So the only reason we
Yeah.
know that she banged this dude 2 other times is because he said it.
Right. She could have edited it out before she uploaded it, but then it
would've-
would have been
yeah,
obvious
yeah.
too, unless she was a mastercraft
Yeah.
editor.
Mm.
Yeah. No, bro. This is it's the truth, and this is the reality of some people's lives. Some people, we can go back to like Set It Off, where Jada Pinkett was basically selling herself to the bull because she was broke and she was trying to make ends meet. Remember, like when she was sleeping with the dude for like money, and so we've seen this from far back, where
Right.
if you ain't got it, you got
Right.
to give it up. You know what I mean? And I'm not endorsed. I don't think that people should be held over somebody else's leverage. But the
Yeah.
game is the game. The bull is like, listen, I pay for all the bills. My wife got a problem with it. She get the fuck out.
He
I
did
was
say
like,
that.
damn. He was like, I kick her ass out. I kick both y'all out. I was like, yo, boy's a savage. He said, I kick
He's a
y'all
boss.
both
He's a
out.
boss. Like that nigga's a boss.
Yeah, that was cold. I was like, damn, that was cold. But yeah, but she does not. Once again, she does not have any moral high ground. Like, I'm sorry, you just don't. Like you really don't. That's like, there's so many situations where some people think they have the moral high ground, where it's like, yeah, well, I slept with your boyfriend just to prove that he was unfaithful because I'm a good friend. I'm like, and then you got to stop and process. Like, wait a minute, hold up. So you slept with my man because you wanted to show that he was
Right.
unfaithful to me? Why did you have to like what? Like, it's moments like that where you're like, shorty, this ain't making sense.
I watched an episode of Cops once. This is years ago, and this
Yeah.
woman calls the cops. So the cops come, and the cops are like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "Yo, this dude took my my $40. Like, he didn't give it back." And they were like, "Well, why'd you give him the $40?" And she was trying to avoid telling him why she gave him the $40. And then he was like, he kept asking over and over and over. And she was like, "Well, like he was supposed to sell me crack, and he didn't give me the crack. He just took my $40." So the cop was like, "So you called the cops because you gave somebody $40 to buy a crack, and he didn't give you the crack?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to be transparent." And he was like, he was like, "What the fuck?" He's like,
Oh,
yo, that was
God,
the funniest episode
bro.
of Cops I ever saw. It was a white woman, and she was buying crack from a black dude. And it was the funniest episode of Cops I ever saw in my life. I was fucking dying. He was the white cop was just sitting there. Yo, if you could play the Nick Young meme with the question marks, you know what I'm talking about? Like he
Right.
the white
Yeah.
cop was like,
Yeah.
the fuck? Like, why would you call the cops for that? Like, he was, it was the funniest shit I ever saw in my life.
Yeah. That's wild, bro. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know, bro. It's sad that I feel like more and more people are gonna be pushed into a circumstance where they're gonna have to do this. You know what I mean? People already do it in so many different
Just
ways.
go get
Real,
a
I'm
man.
telling you, bro.
Go get a man making 40 grand. Go get a man making 50 grand. You might not have to suck
Something.
a random white penis, but
Yeah. I can do bad all by myself, clearly. Clearly, you could do bad all by
probably was in
yourself.
Dominican
'Cause
Republic
this
last
is
month.
Dusty.
She probably was in Puerto Rico
Yeah.
4 months prior. Oh God.
Right. Bro, but 3 months of no rent? Like, shorty,
Right.
something has to change. Like, you need to find another side hustle. You need to find a different job that pays more. You need to live within your means. Like, the economy has changed, so your
Right.
spending habits have to change. Like, I don't want to make too many assumptions because we don't know, but like 3 months of not having rent is ridiculous, bro. 1, maybe 2, but 3. Math ain't mathing. So yeah, this was an interesting clip, bro. And it has got. You said it went viral already. Oh Lord, have mercy. Well, listen, shorty, I hope it works out for you. I hope you gave him the guts, cause I'd rather do that than be homeless. Please don't show this to the wife, cause you look bad. Like, please don't show it to the wife. And the bull is a savage. Like, OG, you got that, OG. He's like, I kick y'all both. That was the best line.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I kick y'all both out. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting, bro. So do you
Listen,
have any
family.
final thoughts on this
Like,
or on the
comment,
situation?
subscribe. Let
What
us know
y'all
what
think?
y'all
Yeah,
think. Let us know what y'all think.
yeah, this is wild.
Until next time.
Until next time.